When I was 12 years old, I was back in Korea. And then while my friends are crazy about K-pop idols, I was crazy about Professor X in X-Men series. Do you guys know that guy? So he can manipulate people's mind and read people's mind. And then, well, he's old, he's wrinkled, bald as well. But I still love him. And then when I was 17 years old, I was so into Sherlock Holmes, and he's a detective in England, and then he snooped people's mind and just solved the crime cases. I love both of them so much. And then I decided to choose psychology as my major because I thought college was going to teach me how to be Sherlock Holmes. But I looked myself in the mirror and then with a Darwin t-shirt on myself, and then I was like, actually, I look like more like a PE teacher. Yeah, so good morning, everyone. This is Ian Kim from South Korea, and then I study psychology in University of New Hampshire. And then I've been working in Darwin throughout the semester. And then, yeah, I had two duties in Darwin. Me as a coach, I had to play with the kids in the age of 5 to 18 and have fun with them. And also another duty, me as a mental health clinician, I have to bend over and then I have to, with the same eye level, I have to be a brother or warm brother or a thoughtful brother towards them because they've been sexually abused, physically assaulted. They've been going through a lot of stuff, more than I did, to be honest. Yes, so this summer, I was back in Korea with my family, and I was babysitting my 5-year-old brother. And then before I came here to Boston, I was like, oh my gosh, if I come to Boston for Darwin, I'll be like a bunch of little nuggets 7 to 10 little nuggets, and I'm gonna be brothers for them. And I was so excited. Yes, and then once I got here, I was also excited because I am senior in UNH, and I've been learning a lot of psychological stuff, but I never got to use it. And then finally, I'm in an actually psychology field, and I got to use all of the stuff that I've been learning throughout this college life. But to be honest, I didn't really get to use it. But yeah, I love psychology so much. I'm a very sporty person, personally. So psychology and sports, hell yeah, at least for me. So, yeah, so instead of using those kind of like psychological knowledge, Darwin helped me to like open up my eyes with how the psychology works in this society. As what Desiree said, there are a lot of people who are having mental disorder, even for kids. And then I understood how serious the problem is these days, so I decided to work for them. And I'm glad that I did it really well for that, I guess so. So I want to describe kids as blank paper. So they are plain blank paper. And guess what we are? We all are. We are a painting equipment. We can be brushes, we can be paints, we can be pens, it can be everything. What I want to say is that there is only one blank paper, but there are so many different factors that can affect their lives chronically. And as quotes from myself, so I think I personally believe that nurtures matters more than nature. So I want to say that children could be anything, everything, or nothing, and it all depends on us. Unfortunately, there's money involved in this metaphor as well. I think expensive equipments can like perform better in artworks, but I truly believe that even the poor condition equipments can bring up the masterpieces in art. And there are a lot of kids who have been like sexually assaulted or physically assaulted in our groups. And then there was a kid who always used curse words towards me and other coaches, and I wasn't really appreciate that. But as it goes, I check his notes, and I figure out that he's been sexually assaulted, and some of them was born as a cocaine addict because his mom was abusing the drugs while she was pregnant. I thought there's definitely a mud in the blank paper, and I'm not happy with that. So I think we all should gather together and then work out how to turn the mud into beautiful brown color. And then, yeah, so lastly, when I'm while I'm being a student in college social innovation, we always debate about how to make this world better place to live for all of us. But if you're not talking, like I think kids are the future, but if you're not making the better world for kids, how can we debate about the future? I want to close my curtain with my own quote. Children could be anything, everything, or nothing. Thank you.